Hello, and this is the first time that I'm doing a video like this, so bear with me. Okay, I came up with a brand new project that I'm super excited about, and I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with. And it is about the American Revolution propaganda, because guess what? There was a lot of propaganda starting with the American Revolution. Yep. We have been doing propaganda since forever, guys. We really, really have. Okay, so the beginning of this project says propaganda, definition and task. Propaganda refers to information often biased or misleading, used to promote or publicize a specific cause or perspective. From its very inception, America has excelled at employing propaganda to shape public opinion. For this project, I want you to examine examples of patriot propaganda from the American Revolution. Select one piece that qualifies as true propaganda created by the patriots, such as Common Sense by Thomas Paine, the Join or Die rattlesnake cartoon, Paul Revere's engraving of the Boston Massacre, which actually really wasn't a massacre, and then find or create an example of loyalist propaganda that counters the patriot message. Okay, they do exist. There's not as many of them, and if you can't find one that really works, you can make one. Okay, so your task is to identify your sources. You use a primary source, explain how you found it. If you create the primary source, explain your choices. You must use a primary source for your first example from the Patriot side. Analyze both pieces of propaganda, focusing on their goals, methods, and effectiveness. Determine which is more compelling and then explain why. And please make your paper or presentation equal 800 words in length. Include a works cited page in MLA format. And by doing this, you will explore how propaganda was a critical tool in shaping public opinion during the Revolution. So here is a list of primary sources, and on the assignment that you're going to get, that's very, very cool, it has hyperlinks to all of these. There's the Library of Congress guides, Hudson River Valley Heritage guides, AmericanRevolution.org, political cartoons collection, have a selection of political cartoons from the area, and they have insights and all sorts of stuff about it, okay? Secondary sources, there's a paper about the propaganda war of the American Revolution, and it's a book, not a paper, a book that delves into propaganda and subversion activities of both factions during the war. So that's a good resource to look at. And that can be found on JSTOR, which can be found through our digital libraries that's given to our school through the state of Idaho. Misinformation Nation explores how the early American press collected new and its role in shaping public perception during the American Revolution. And then Revolution Propaganda, Persuasion, and Colonial Support. Gilder Lehrman Institute is an institute that I had a lot of interaction with when I was teaching in a brick and mortar school, and it gave me a lot of resources that are very good resources. And it has analysis of primary sources by colonists arguing for independence. So you'll want to take a look at that. Okay? JSTOR has some more stuff. Oxford Research Encyclopedia has some more stuff. And there's the list goes on and on, okay? The list really, really does go on and on. So you will find things about propaganda during the American Revolution. Now, please talk to me if you get stuck, okay? Research is one of my very favorite things to do. So, if you need help with research, I am definitely the person that you want to talk to, okay? And let me show you this project right here. Because we need to go through the rubric. I decided not to cut and paste that, and that would be annoying. So you will be graded on your use of primary sources for the Patriot propaganda. You need to have a primary source for the Patriot propaganda, okay? Your creation or use of a loyalist propaganda, and it needs to be a good example. And then you need to analysis of both pieces of propaganda, and show your understanding of propaganda techniques and historical context and what was going on at the time and how they all work together. Evaluation of persuasiveness. This and this really are going to be the meat of your, these two are kind of your research, okay? And then these two are going to be the meat of your paper right here, is your analysis and your evaluation of the propaganda, okay? And then you need to have a good length and quality of writing and a works cited in MLA format. And I'm gonna get pretty particular about that MLA format, okay? If you're gonna give me a paper, it needs to be double spaced, it needs to be in Times New Roman, not a funky font, okay? I don't care if it's like Arial or whatever, but just not a weirdo font, okay? And that kind of a stuff, okay? So you need to make sure that you do it that way, all right? And the reason why I love propaganda is because you can really see it in any point in our history. I have another project about propaganda during World War II in my U.S. History B class, if you've already taken that class or plan to take that class. And propaganda is a big thing, and it's a reason why people believe what they believe, okay? So it's a good thing to be aware of and to realize the source of the propaganda and why it's done, how it's done. So this is something that you need to be aware of and that you need to do. So, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.